Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to solve word problems involving linear equations in one variable, specifically work problems. So, work problems usually involve persons or machines working together at different rates of speed. In solving this type of problems, it involves deciding how much of the work an individual can do in a unit of time, which is the rate of the individual or the machine. Now, the rate is 1 over time, where 1 means one whole work that is done by that individual. So, that's why the rate will be 1, which denotes one work all over the time that it takes for the person or the machine to finish doing that job or the task. So, ito yung gagamitin natin in solving work problems. Let's have examples. Jose can paint a house in 12 hours while Alex can paint the same house in 8 hours. Nadoble yung in pero pa-disregard na lang. How long will it take for Jose and Alex to paint the house if they will work together? So, represent muna natin. We have Jose, Alex, and if they will work together. So, we know that it will take Jose 12 hours, kay Alex naman 8 hours. Together, hindi natin alam. Yun yung ire-represent natin using a variable. Let's use x. Okay. So, the rate will be 1 over 12 for Jose, 1 over 8 for Alex, and yung together, 1 over x. Okay. Ano yung gagamitin natin to solve? So, the sum of the rates of each individual working alone is equal to the rate of the two individual working together. In this specific example, the rate will be added 1 over 12 plus 1 over 8, and it will be equal to the rate if they will do the task together. Yan yung work equation natin. Let us now solve. Kunin yung LCD. So, LCD is 24x. Multiply both sides by 24x. We have 2x plus 3x equal to 24. 5x is equal to 24. X is 24 over 5. Or, in mix, dahil ito ay hours ang pinag-uusapan, pwede natin siyang gawing mix number. 4 over 5. Okay? 4 over 5. 4 and 4 over 5, yung mixed fraction equivalent of 24 over 5. Which means that it will take Jose and Alex 24 over 5 hours or 4 over 5 hours to paint the house. Dahil yung 4 over 5 is a fraction of an hour, pwede naman natin siyang i-convert into minutes. And equivalent siya sa 48 minutes. So, all in all, it will take Jose and Alex 4 hours and 48 minutes to paint the house if they will work together. So, basta ganun lang yung gagawin natin. We get the rate, and then the sum of the rates of each individual will be equal to the rate if they will work together. Let's have another example. A pool can be filled by a pipe in 8 hours while another pipe can fill it in 10 hours. The drain can empty the pool in 9 hours. Okay, so dito sa example na to, merong dalawang machine that fills the pool. Yun yung pipe 1 and pipe number 2. However, merong isa na nag-a-undo nung ginagawa ng dalawang pipes. While the two pipes are filling the pool, the drain is emptying the pool. Okay, so the question is, how long will it take for the pool to be filled if the two pipes is used and the drain is open? So, we have two pipes, the drain, and together. Yung time ay 8, 10, 9, and x. Kasi yung together, hindi natin alam. So, the rate is 1 over x for the first one, 1 over 10 for the second one, 1 over 9 for the drain, 1 over x for the rate if all these three are open. Ngayon, yung drain, dahil yun ay nag-a-undo nung ginagawa nung dalawang pipes, ibig sabihin, we have to subtract. Okay? So, yung pipe 1 at saka pipe 2, i-add natin yon. Yung drain, dahil it does the opposite of what is required, so subtract natin yon. We have 1 over 8 plus 1 over 10 minus 1 over 9 equal to 1 over x. That will be our working equation. So, solve natin. LCD is 360x. Multiply both sides. So, we have 36x plus 45x minus 40x equal to 360. X is 360 over 41 or 8 and 32 over 41, which means it will take 360 over 41 hours or 8 and 32 over 41 hours for the pool to be filled if the two pipes and the drain are all open. Dahil ito ay hours uli, yung 32 over 41, pwede natin siyang i-convert into minutes. Multiply lang natin siya by 60. Hindi rin siya exact. So, approximately 46.8 minutes. Ganun. Pwede natin itong isulat as 8 hours and 46.8 minutes instead of in fraction. Pero itong answer natin ay okay na din naman. Next, Julio can make a bookshelf in 2 hours. Lito can make the same bookshelf in 3 hours. They work together for an hour, then Lito left. How long will it take Julio to finish building the bookshelf? Analyze muna natin yung mga given. So, dito, we have two individuals, Julio and Lito. Based on the question, Julio can finish it in 2 hours. Si Lito naman, 3 hours. So, yung rate ni Julio is 1/2, rate ni Lito is 1/3. So, if they will work together, hindi natin alam kung ano yung rate nila. But we know that the rate of the two individuals working together will be equal to 1 over x, which is, not 1 over x if we will represent x as the time. Pero dito kasi hindi na natin siya i-represent. Diba, if we get the sum of the rates of the two workers, it will be equal to the rate of the task if done together. Kapag inad natin yung 1/2 at 1/3, yun ang rate if they will work together. Yung sum ng 1/2 and 1/3 is 5 over 6, which means that is the rate if they will work together. Which also implies that the reciprocal, which is 6 over 5, will be the time that it will take for Julio and Lito to finish the bookshelf in 2 hours. Okay. Ngayon, hindi naman yun ang tinatanong. Based on the question, they work together for 1 hour and then Lito left. Okay. So, ngayon, anong ibig sabihin nito? If they work together for an hour at a rate of 5 over 6, multiply natin yon. They have already finished doing 5 over 6 of the task. And the only remaining part of the task that needs to be done is 1 over 6. Okay? So, ang tinatanong, umalis na daw si Lito. Si Julio na lang yung naiwan. Julio is working at a rate of 1/2. Okay? So, if we let x be the time needed by Julio to finish the bookshelf, then the rate will be equal to the remaining amount of task that has to be done all over x. which is the time that is needed by Julio to finish doing the bookshelf. So ngayon, balikan natin yung sinabi ko kanina. The rate of them doing the task together or building together is 5/6. And they build together for an hour. So, yung 5/6 na rate, i-multiply natin yun sa 1 hour. Equal siya sa 5/6. Ang isang work equal to 1. So, 1 minus 5/6, 1/6 na lang ang natitirang part ng work na gagawin ni Julio. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung rate niya will be equal to 1/6 all over x, which is the time needed by Julio to finish the bookshelf. Okay? So, dahil din yung rate ni Julio is 1/2, syempre yun pa rin naman yung rate niya kahit hindi na buo yung task na gagawin. Which means that for our working equation, we can equate 1/2, which is Julio's rate, to 1/6 over x, which is the rate of the remaining task that has to be done. Same rate kasi siya. Same rate ni Julio dahil si Julio yung tatapos. So again, yung 1/6, that is the remaining part of the task that has to be done. And then yung x, yun yung time that is needed for Julio to finish the bookshelf. And it is equal to 1/2 dahil yun ang rate ni Julio. Okay? So, if we will solve for the equation, we will get x equal to 2/6 or 1/3. 1/3, which means that it will take 1/3 of an hour or 20 minutes to finish building for Julio to finish building the bookshelf. Okay? Ayun. Yeah. Now, for this question, meron akong isang alternative solution na pwede nyo rin gamitin to solve this kind of question. So, ito yung mga type ng question na may inumpisang trabaho and then umalis yung isa. So, ito yung isang possible nating solution, and then I will show you another one. So, same question tayo Yan. I-represent natin. So, yung worker natin, we have Julio and Lito. Yung time ni Julio, 2 hours to finish the task. Kay Lito, 3 hours. Ibig sabihin, yung rate ni Julio is 1/2. Yung rate ni Lito is 1/3. Ngayon, ano daw yung hours of work done? Sige. So, ang hours of work na nagawa ni Julio is 1 hour. Kasi yun yung time na nag-work sila together. 1 hour plus yung x, which is the time na gagawin niya yung remainder ng task after ni Lito umalis. Okay? Si Lito naman, the number of hours of work done is 1 hour. Yun yung magkasama sila ni Julio. Okay. So, ito yung isang pwede nating gamiting working equation. Yung rate kasi ni Julio, pwede nating i-multiply sa hours of work done by Julio, and then we can add it to the rate of Lito multiplied by the hours of work done by Lito, and the result is equal to 1 whole work. Yan, yun yung magiging equation natin. So, yung rate multiplied sa hours of work done plus yung second rate multiply sa hours of work done. Pag in-add natin yung rate nilang dalawa multiplied by the hours of work done by each individual, equal yon sa 1 complete work, which is building the shelf. Okay. So, distribute natin, or we can multiply by the LCD first. LCD is 6. So, it will be 3 times 1 plus x plus 2 equal to 6. We have 3 plus 3x plus 2 equal to 6. So, we have 3x equal to 1, x is 1/3, which is the same as what we have solved a while ago. So, any of these two solution, pwede nyo namang gamitin kung ano sa tingin nyo yung mas convenient para sa inyo. Sige, next example. It takes Desiree 12 hours to complete a task. After she had been working for 3 hours, she was joined by her daughter Ella, and together they finished the task in 5 hours. How long would it take Ella to do the task by herself? Okay, so ano yung alam natin? There are two workers. We have Desiree and Ella. For Desiree, 12 hours ang kailangan niya to complete the task. So, ang rate niya is 1/12. Kay Ella, hindi natin alam. So, yung rate ni Ella, 1/x. Kasi yun yung i-represent natin, yung unknown. Okay. So, nakalagay dito yung together, 5 hours. Okay? 5 hours, yung kailangan nilang time to work together. Pero, yung 5 hours na yun, hindi na complete task yun. So, hindi natin pwedeng ilagay dito na 5 hours yung time if they will work together. Kasi hindi naman complete work yung ginawa nila in 5 hours. Okay, paano natin malalaman kung ano yung magiging rate ng together at saka yung time? Okay, so, balikan natin yung question. Desiree already worked for 3 hours bago dumating si Ella. So, multiplying 3 hours by Desiree's rate, 3 times 1/12 is 3/12 or 1/4. 1/4 or 1/4 of the task is already done by Desiree, which means there are only 3/4 remaining tasks to be done by both Desiree and Ella. So, 3/4 na lang yung ginawa nila in 5 hours. Yung rate natin will be 3/4 over 5 hours kasi 3/4 na lang ng task yung kailangan gawin instead of 1 in 5 hours. Simplifying this, we have 3/20. So, yung time will be the reciprocal, 20/3. Ngayon, ito yung amount of time that will be consumed by Desiree and Ella if they will work together from the beginning. Yung 20/3. Kasi nga, yung 3/20 is the rate of doing the task. Yung 3/4/5 kasi, yun yung naging rate dahil yung 3/4 na lang ng task ang ginawa nila for 5 hours and not whole. Kaya hindi pag nakita kay together, yun na agad yung rate nila. Okay? So, we have to consider na yung ginawa nila together is not the whole task anymore. Okay. So, we get the sum of the rates, 1/12 plus 1/x is equal to 3/20. LCD is 60x, solve for x is equal to 15, which means it will take Ella 15 hours to finish the task by herself. Okay? So, ngayon, kagaya nga na example number 3, there is another possible way for you to solve. Kung meron kayong other possible method na maiisip to solve this question, pwede naman. Just make sure that you consider, kasi ang isa lang namang possible option natin dito is to get the rate and the hours of work done by each individual. And then, kapag in-add nyo yung product ng rate and hours of work done, equal yon sa one whole job. So, yun yung isa nating pwedeng method. Yung isa naman is the sum of the rates of each individual doing a job alone is equal to the rate of doing the work together. Okay, so yun yung pwede nating gamitin na working equation in solving work-related problems. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye!